Well, hey, screen friends. It's your favorite home inspector. You guys can't see me because it's dark up in here, but hey, it's still me, just on the busy side of the highway, getting ready to do this home inspection. So I figured I'd leave you guys up here a little further away from the road, and I'm gonna go get some stuff and get started. Hope you guys enjoy the show. You guys see up there? Hey, tell me what you guys see. I'll just go off to the report. Okay, here we go. Let's, you guys want to come into this house and check it out with me? Knock, knock! Home inspector! Hello? Well, I gotta kick my shoes off because my other good shoes are by the door. So this would have been a garage, except they added the detached. Hello, home inspector in the house! Sorry, is that loud? I shouldn't yell at you guys like that. That's ridiculous. It's like a inside doorknob that you can push the lock. I guess I should have just stuck something in that little hole and it would have worked. Alright, well. I hate walking through people's houses bare feet, so let me get my shoes on. Should we check out upstairs? Oh, carpet needs to be stretched. So this is fully staged. I wish realtors wouldn't come and turn everything on. I want to do that. Yeah, what do we got? Another bedroom? Oh, cool, light switch. A little much for a staged room. Maybe it isn't staged. Heck, I don't know. Sure looks staged to me. Oh, switch behind door. That's irritating. Somebody did that themselves. Another one. Weird layout. Okay. Laundry closet. Okay, so this is not staged. Somebody still owns stuff that lives here. This is not a vacant house. This is a fully occupied, lived-in, full-time home. Hey, commode closet. Hey, washer dryer hookups in the master. I love that feature. Okay, well, this is a pretty nice house, you guys. I'm not seeing a lot of sketchy crazy. What's this? That's what I thought. Another baño. A little desk space. All right, and this is the garage, or it would have been a garage, and then we refinished it. Really not great, but it's good enough. Nothing a little texture won't fix. Okay, we got it. Nice home, nice home. Let's go do an inspection. Okey-dokey. Well, let's see what we got. I've already taken a bunch of pictures and stuff. Just that good lord, that sun is blinding this morning. I should have brought my cowboy hat. I have my cowboy hat, as a matter of fact. There's my hat. Hi, kitty cat. How you doing? Hi. What's up? Come here. Hey, boy. Come here. Come say hello. Well, a little bit of spalling on this driveway. One piece of vinyl falling off. They don't have a downspout right here on that rain gutter. You see that end is kind of getting blown apart. And some loose siding on that top row. I was wrong, it's not a finished garage. He was working on it though. Got this roof all done, he's got vapor barriers. This wired outlet, found their sprinkler box. Right? There's not a lot of outlets. I found 2, 3, but also everything's covered. Right? Missing covers, sprinkler box. Can't really reach these windows. I might be able to get these ones. Probably ought to do a couple of dips while we're at it. Oh. Okay, well, I'm just getting this water looking leak, but there's not an attic access cut in yet. So. Okay, I'm gonna leave that door open for that cat. No attic. I'm just trying to see if that garage is leaking or not. Folks. Okay, you guys ready for this? The whole reason for the garage. Chaka chaka chow. It's because there's a bonus room above the garage. These things look like they're right into the earth. That one's all twisted, and you guys, this deck is not exactly what I was thinking it was going to be. At first I was like super excited, but now I'm a little concerned. Well guys, I don't know what it is about people in decks. This is not how a deck is supposed to be built. It's very unsafe. It's very, very shaky and wobbly. My 175 pounds flexes these stairs and these railings like, I mean, you could totally fall right down in between here. We got all kinds of angles trying to support it. I mean, these are... Well, oh, this is even scarier way up top, you guys. Yeah, this dude's got little rusted out wire trying to hold his hand railings up. Okay, oh, sorry, I left you guys out here. I didn't take you into this neat little bonus room thing with really horrible finishing, right? We just stapled shit together. But it's cool, it's a bonus room. Okay, kitty, kitty, come here. This cat won't leave me alone. This thing is just dangerous, man. But we can get on the roof right here. Come here, kitty. Hey. Shit. Hey, I didn't realize that. Better he just did all that damage. Hard to tell. Oof, this deck makes me nervous, you guys. It's a long way to fall. Bet you none of those windows are tempered. Yeah. What do you know? They're not. Alright guys, who's ready to get on a roof? Roof. Hi kitty. You love having a buddy to run around with, don't you? Oh, here, let's just check it out right here. Oh. Ooh, look at those wasps. Dang it, that's where I need to get on that roof, is right there. I don't really want to mess with those guys. Well guys, I got this big old wasp nest right here. I've got 30 wasps sitting there, just waiting for me to dare step on their section of that roof. I really want to go enter that roof on that valley, That's how you walk on a roof that's almost too steep. This fireplace is a beauty. Look at this thing go. This is what used to be the garage. We can tell because they did a really terrible job finishing the walls. There it is, in all its glory, the throne room. Good so far. Pretty sweet house. A few missing door stops, mostly that deck on that garage, man. That thing is sketch. Upstairs. I'm gonna shut that oven off because I think it stinks. Dirty oven. Okay guys, look at this basement. This thing is pretty amazing. Cute little house, little bad thermocell over there, and you got the old school 80s saloon doors to the guest room and bathroom with the murder carpet. Fire King. Ooh Fire King. Bedroom, office with the furnaces. My bedroom, laundry, mudroom, another kitchen. So far, you guys, this is we haven't had anything really great going down on home inspections. Kind of been some clean houses. Man, a couple weeks ago, I just had the crappiest houses, one after another. I should have videoed those. They were terrible. Condensate, dual pane windows have a layer of argon or different kinds of gas in between them to act as an insulator. And in this instance, the gas has leaked out and we have this exposed. We have this, not exposed, pardon me. We have all this condensation that's in between the panes of glass, and there is nothing we can do about it other than replace the window. That oven smells like mouse poo. What do you guys think of the carpet in here? We're gonna just go through and document a bunch of stuff, inspect a bunch of stuff, and then we'll go through and document and not make you guys stand there and watch me type on my damn tablet. Because that's no fun. That's no fun. GFI's tripped. It's got to be on that same GFI out in the garage. I'm gonna have to go reset that little feller. It's a pretty good little house, man. 1981. Obviously, it's well taken care of. Didn't have a lot of DIY nonsense going on with it. A little bit, but not bad. Not bad at all. Image this guy. Dishwasher's done cycling. I can't tell. Nope, that's just cold air. Too many times people tell me stuff like, oh, it didn't feel wet to me. We just relied on a sense of touch. We'd be out of business a long time ago. Yep, got a leak. See that? So we'll add that to that little bathroom. Oh wait, I already got that documented. Haha, we already found it. That's funny. We haven't had any rain, so again, I'm not spending a lot of time. People probably notice I'm not thermal imaging like crazy the walls and the ceiling because it's been dry here. Oh, dang. Look at that, sucker's leaking good. I did not find that. Yeah, right there. Okay, master bath. Leaking. That's 2. So that's 2 plumbing leaks that we found. And put that on the summary report. Go see what kind of leaks we can find downstairs, folks. And then we'll go get in the attic. Nope. Yep, and even that guy looks like he got fixed. Looks like we had a pretty heinous leak going on in this corner at one point in time. You can see the dark watermarks at the bottom of the wall. So definitely got some mold and yuck going on behind all of that. Okay, so that's it for the thermal. Let's use this gas sniffer for 2 seconds here in this utility room. I'm not sure that I got a picture of the Fire King. That there is a home inspection. I'm gonna sit here, take a minute and document all of this. We really didn't find anything super exciting. I'll grab y'all and take you into the attic when the time comes. But we'll talk to you again soon. What do you guys see up there? Hey, tell me what you guys see. I'll just fill out the report. What do you see? Okay, and? Yeah, okay, and? Oh, all right, I'll just look. It's hot up in here. It's at least 120. But this structure looks pretty much perfect, you guys. Yeah, I really don't have issues with the way this house is built at all. You guys, this is an amazing 1981, 3,900 square foot Rambler. It's pretty much perfect. Gosh dang, here's that insulation thing, that's pad that's supposed to be over the top of that cover. We'll go ahead and pull that back down into place. Well guys, once again, thanks for, here, let me get you some light so you can see me. Once again, thank you for joining me for a home inspection, and if you guys enjoyed this, come watch another one. Maybe even click like. Maybe even if you feel up to it, subscribe. And we'll just keep doing it. Keep doing home inspections. You guys have a great rest of your afternoon. So I've been here for about 2 hours. I've tried to go through everything on this house that I can. So I've gone through opening and closing every door, every window, every cupboard and drawer. I've tested every electrical outlet, every light fixture. I've opened up all the electrical panels. I've run hot and cold water through every plumbing fixture in the house. Then I've gone through the house with an infrared camera looking for signs of leaks. I use a combustible gas detector on all your gas fittings. I've been on the roofs. I've been in the attics. I've done a full evaluation on the interior and the exterior of the home and the garage and the shop space. I put together probably like a 80-90 page report with around 110, 120 photographs, just kind of documenting everything that's here. So like we kind of already talked, like the house itself is fabulous. There's almost nothing wrong with the house. Yeah. It's everything that was done after I think the builder was here, right? Okay. So we converted the garage to a living space, but we didn't actually finish the drywall like we were supposed to. We did not up the insulation over a garage like the house is. Like a house has to have R50 or 49 in the attic, right? The garage doesn't have to have anything. So they've got like 6-8 inches in the attic of the garage space, not the R50 or 49, which is like 15 inches, right? So it's probably cold in that room, right? Yeah. So that kind of thing. Then the garage. So the garage itself, whoever built the garage did a great job. The siding has a few issues that are relatively easy to fix. It was a very DIY on the one rain gutter, no downspout, just kind of some little stuff on that. And then the bonus room again, whoever did the drywall in the garage did the drywall in the bonus room. It's terrible. The more you look at it, the worse. And they just didn't finish. They just kind of slapped it together. Like the board and batten all looks good, but like they didn't caulk it. They didn't fill any of the nail holes. It's all just kind of like rough installed and not really finished, if you will. Okay. And so that's all really easy to just kind of go over and fix. The worst thing is that stupid deck. Like I was trying to, because I like to try to give you, hey, this is what I would do to try to fix this. I don't know. Like well, I don't want to say that because there's so much good material there, but it's all just done like mostly wrong. And so that's why I'm just like, I mean, something that tall, you could see those 4x4s are all bowing and bending and twisting, and like, why don't we use 6x6s? Like for a big deck, like then they won't do that, you know? And so so I think it's just that kind of stuff. So let's just go, we're gonna go walk around and look at everything and talk about it all, and then any questions, feel free to spit them out. So you already know about the wasp thing. There's multiple wasp nests all over the place. We all deal with that. Yep. It just is what it is. Yep. The roof was absolutely beautiful. I actually got a really cool video of me getting up on the roof. I think it was pretty neat. It'll be neat when I post that one. You know, concrete, obviously it's spalled. So this is most likely, so this house was built in 2020 and we had a lot of issues going on in 2020, right? You remember that? Corona, we had earthquakes, we had all kinds of stuff. Well, around here, Johnson's had concrete issues. So we had batch issues, and they would just send out the wrong truck. Okay. And so that's most likely what this is not hard enough concrete. So you guys are gonna really wanna keep the snow off of this. Okay. Do not drive on the snow. That is what's causing the drive on the snow. Makes the ice, it gets in and then freezes and pops all your top off. So just keep it cleared and it shouldn't keep going. You can also pressure wash it real good and put a good concrete sealer down. That helps. Okay. So those kind of things, just to try to preserve your concrete as much as you can. Okay. Like I said, roof and stuff was beautiful. I didn't have any issues of the roof on the house, and the garage was fine. It's just the gutters, right? He just kind of pieced them together. There's no end. So you know all that water, just so you know, this is an icy mess in the wintertime. Yep. And there's almost nothing you can do about it until you fix that gutter. And then there's actually a giant, see how that end piece of soffit is peeled out? There's a giant wasp nest in there that's pushing it out. And so you'll have to deal with that as well. Doors and stuff are fine, garage doors all work, but again, right, when we look at our finishes, hello, we didn't actually finish this. We just kind of roughed out some trim and some screws, didn't paint it, didn't caulk it, didn't. So that's why I was like, a lot of the stuff I feel like that our homeowners did is just kind of unfinished and not the right thing. Okay, so a couple weird things that happen with vinyl siding in Utah. Okay. On a nice bluebird day in February when it's 20 below zero and the sun's shining, you'll get weird reflections of light that can warp your stucco. So if you see this little lump, right? And I've got a weird one over here. See how that's all melted right there? Now that I don't think is what happened. I think when they used their torch to bend their conduit, they just melted your siding. So two different things here. But, and then again, you can tell whoever finished this just did kind of a crummy job on it. Didn't really try to make it look perfect or anything like that, which is fine. So the AC is absolutely wonderful. I think it's sized great for this house. It's already brought the house down a couple of degrees since I've been here, so yay on that. Electrically, we're in great shape. I found one miswired outlet in the garage here, but the rest of the house is about perfect electrically. So no issues there. 150 amps of service should be great for unless you're trying to run a shop, then you're going to probably have to up you to 200. Okay. But 200 is as big as you can get. So the garage is obviously unfinished, right? So that's how I called it, right? Like outlet switches and outlet covers are not installed, that kind of thing. Yep. But I mean, and this is that one outlet was wrong, and it's, I'm sure it's a simple mistake. So there's 3 wires, hot, neutral, and a ground. This one is just showing no ground, and it's just this little guy right there. So most likely a ground either didn't get hooked up or it got broken somewhere down the line, and they'd have to find it. Okay. Sprinkler control box is right here. I mean, it's a garage. I open the windows. I've got this big ugly water stain. Like, I'm betting something either spilled from upstairs because it's kind of right in the middle of the floor. Like, it's totally dry today. I don't know what it was from. Yeah. But. Okay. Okay. We'll go back out. I don't see a cat in here, so I think I'm going to try to close the door this time. Yeah. Sounds good. Now, this is something that is not wrong. It does not violate any home. Oh, hang on this light. It doesn't violate any like home inspection rules or codes or anything. It's just a damn nuisance, but most of the locks on this house are different. Meaning the key on the front door opens the front door and the deadbolt out here, and that's it. The rest are all different. Yeah. Well, you can see it's different. I mean, this is an interior lock, but it doesn't open the back door. It doesn't open either of those on the house. Yeah. That's just dumb. Like, I don't know, for me, especially at 22, like, it's not that much money to have either have Beezers come out and switch them or just pull all these out, run in there and say, can you make these all one? Yeah. And he'll do it. Yeah. So. Okay. Yeah, just a pet peeve. And I had to do it at my house too. Like, I mean, I get it. Okay, so, and then on the siding, see how my top piece is kind of falling off and it's rippled over here? Yeah. So that's all, just needs to be touched up. It's the same thing on the other side. Okay. So the reason that I think that's significant for you is because we get a lot of wind out of that canyon, and if you get some wind, it could rip you a piece of siding off, and I just don't want you to have to fix that. Okay. So I did have all my bathroom fans on, and they all are vented outside, so that's nice. Good. You know, I'm sure he had mice or something. Just cut the foam off. Foam is for inside of the house. Silicone caulking is for outside of the house. I don't normally include sheds because the county does not have a whole lot of rules about sheds on properties, but the dormer he built, and even the roofing around the edges, like there's no the metal drip edge or anything, so that is just going to run and ruin all of that wood. 100%. That dormer, that water is just going to run down that thing. Yep. I mean, it might leak, but it's not going to weather well. Yeah. So, and again, not really part of the code, but you should just be aware. Appreciate that. Yeah. Ooh. Right little hole in the ground there. There's a good little hole right there. Yeah, and I'm sure they have that. So if you look at this is all sloped to catch the water and get it away. Yeah. And that's fine. I mean, and to be honest, I built my house, it's an old house. We renovated and added on, but I just got 10 yards of topsoil and I've been leveling out all the sinkholes and crappy spots that came out of the landscaping after 5 years. Yeah. So that's just kind of part of home ownership. Yep. So again, the house is just beautiful and about perfect, you guys. Now, do I really need to flog the deck, or can you see enough to know that it's like, yep. It's just, right? This is where he's trying to improvise because they didn't get it right. Yep. Yep. I'm sorry, I should not laugh, but I have to. You either laugh or you cry.
The other funny thing is this is like
trying to add on.
Started with 4x4s, and then he's like, oh, here's a 2x4.
We'll just scab on a 2x4 to try to thicken that up a bit, right? Handrails are good unless you fall this way.
Yep.
And that's maybe one at a time on the stairs because they shake a lot with me. I'm heavier than I look.
Fair enough.
And I put down that these are more of a suggestion to not fall off than, you know. You see that?
Yeah, that's fun.
I mean, he's literally using like concrete wire to try to tension shit together. Like that sounds like this is as band-aided as band-aided gets. So, not to mention like your kid can fall right through there if you have a little, I mean, it just,
Not to mention these are.
like I said, it's more of a suggestion to not fall off. I mean, if you fall against that, you're going.
Yeah, there's nothing to expect.
I mean, Mackenzie might because she's a wafy little girl, but like anybody with some girth to them is going off of
They're
this.
going over.
Mackenzie's like, I don't know, man, I might go through too.
I would probably go through that.
So this is obviously a homemade custom cut door that we just didn't get right, which is fine, right? And this is what I mean about we just didn't finish stuff.
Yeah.
And then the more you come in here, you're like, oh yeah, we didn't seal a single nail hole. I mean, this has still got a jagged nail hanging out of it. We just painted over it. And so that's kind of it. But the outlets are good up here. This little AC unit works great.
Okay.
Now that will not heat you in the wintertime.
Yeah.
Right, you will have to put like if you put a little space heater up there, that'll work great. But
Okay.
that, if it's 20 below, that cannot produce enough heat to be warm.
Okay.
So if I just had some sort of a heat source in here,
It'll be all right.
then that can actually keep it very comfortable.
Okay.
So you just that basically amplifies what you have. So if I can heat this room to like 55, that can probably heat it to 65.
Okay.
So, which it shouldn't be that hard. I mean, it's up here. It's who knows what kind of it's. But again, see what I mean about the? It's just kind of like.
Yeah.
So it's fine though. I mean, I've got a great drywall guy who could come in and do a little texture on this, and it would look perfect. And or you could just honestly ignore it. It's a bonus room. You're probably going to banish children up here and relatives when they come to stay with you.
Yeah, something
Go
like
out to the
that.
barn. What about
Depends
that?
on
Just
how
pee
cold
off
it
the
is.
edge. It's fine. The old man next door doesn't see good.
Pee off the edge. Just don't put hard on
Don't lean on the railing.
it. Or move the tramp closer so that if they fall, they've got a soft landing.
Oh, good God. Yeah, that would launch you so high. And I look back, we used to do shit like that. We used to jump out of the second story windows onto the tramp and like bounce to the treehouse and like,
Some kids tried that out here.
Oh, for sure.
I don't know, this day and age of kids, I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
that's true. Maybe some adult who grew up in the 80s and 90s has.
Right, who would have tried it? Yeah, now I just don't have the body to tolerate the hit.
It also doesn't look deep enough to take that.
No,
hit with me.
nope.
All right.
So yeah, you just kind of have a little bit of, and like there's not even a ledger board, like you're supposed to have a ledger board. They just have those attached to the plywood. Now maybe they hit the trusses, but those metal hangers are wider than a stud. So I don't even, I think it's just in plywood. Like everything about it is just kind of super sketchy and
Not safe.
yeah. And again, like when you start with how it's attached to the house is wrong and how the footings are in the ground is wrong, it's like, well, how do you rebuild that? You kind of just have to, like you said, take it down.
You have to take the whole thing down.
Now you could probably salvage your platforms and some of that kind of stuff, right? Pull them down and attach them. But again, then it's a bugger of trying to get it down and back up.
Yeah.
You need a bunch of dudes in a crane or a lift,
Yeah.
as opposed to just stick framing it up there with some 6x6s. So if you do it the right way, with the footings, that end 6x6 should just go all the way up, and then we'll hang everything on it, and then it's the handrail, and that sucker's in there.
It's locked in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, really cool. I love the concept. I love the idea. We just executed poorly on this one. Yep, everything about it I love, other than the execution. So, and all these angle braces are them just trying to get it to stop shaking and moving all over.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so, yeah. And then like I said, on the rest of this is all pretty much just wonderful. And then we'll go inside and look around a bit. I forget what that game's called, but that's that table thing you slide the little pucks on the sand. It's like a shuffleboard, but it's got a different name. Because shuffle, you're standing there with the
Yeah.
stick.
There's.
That's their vent for your fireplace, which I did run. It worked great.
Okay.
I got water out. So they skim coated the front of the house and then stopped and then skim coat the back, which doesn't matter. It's just cosmetic.
Just cosmetic.
Yeah, it's just to make it so you don't see the form lines.
Okay.
This is your main gas meter. This is your main gas shutoff right there. I did use a combustible gas detector. Nothing's leaking. That should not change unless you guys change an appliance.
Okay.
Have you ever had roses before?
Nope.
If you come out, every time a rose head starts to die and you just cut it off, use your little Gerber or whatever, but you want to cut that head off, it'll send two roses come to its funeral. That's the saying. It's called deadheading a rose.
Okay.
Every time you cut the rose head off, instead of letting it fall off, so like when it dies, the little shaft will turn brown, like this right there. See that?
Yep.
That's dead. That'll just never grow another flower. But if I cut the shaft, it'll grow two.
Down
and then
to
if I
green?
cut those two, no, you just nip it right underneath the head, just right in there.
Perfect.
Yeah. Here, I'll show you. I do this all the time.
Yep, I love the roses.
Oh, I guess you probably heard me say this like 100 times, huh? Yeah, once you know that you can force them to flower, so yeah, I just come underneath them and nip it just like that. So everyone that's just starting to die and get ugly, I just cut. Just cut them. That one fell off. You don't want them to fall off. You want to cut them off.
Gotcha.
And then this is hard because these are like these little roses.
Yeah.
And so you can literally come out here and spend hours, well, maybe not hours, but spend a good amount of time cutting it. But the reason I like these little ones is then I can make this thing completely covered in beautiful pink flowers until it snows on it.
Yeah.
You know, when you know, oh, it's going to freeze tonight, come out and throw a tarp or a blanket or something over them, and I'll cover it in the morning, and it'll just keep going until it gets buried
Really?
in snow. Yeah. So that's why I like, and that's why so many people like roses. If you take care of them, they just keep flowering all summer long. Right. Spring, summer, and fall. So these columns are always going to do this. Just stay up on your maintenance and they'll be fine. This is just a sewer clean out pipe. You have to have that, so that's great. You can push it a little lower. One thing I wanted you to ask, if you remember to ask the sellers about, I just don't know what this cap right here is for. So it's not a sprinkler shut off because that's in the house. So I took a picture of it, put it in the report for you, but I mean, it could be a sewer, like maybe the sewer comes over, has a little bit of a jog in it and then goes out, but maybe it's something to do with the storm drain. I just don't know. So I just was like, just ask. Then you're not wondering.
Do you mind if I ask you a question on
Of course, not at all.
columns?
Yeah.
When you say keep up the maintenance, you mean just
Caulk and paint.
Caulk and paint?
Yep.
Okay.
So it's a synthetic wood, but it's still wood,
Okay.
and it is still going to weather, just not as bad as wood.
Yep.
And so yeah, right now this one, and see how my paint is very, very thin.
Yep.
So that is just going to start deteriorating this winter.
Perfect.
So I would fix this
caulk
before
the
winter.
edges,
Touch it up with some more
touch
paint.
Everything, paint it. Okay.
And if you ever come up with a better way to finish these that looks awesome and doesn't fall apart, let us know. Because these do this. Those ones, the rocks pop off on the outside and crack. I mean, like everyone has its problems.
Okay.
I went with raw wood. Or not raw, it's all stained, but I just did the wood.
Yeah.
And it just cracks and kind of twists because of the sun. And I keep mine oiled. Yeah, but it is what it is. There's just not a great... Well, it's not that they're not even a great finish. It's that our weather in Utah is hard, you guys. Like, we
100
destroy...
down to negative.
Right. Well, you can have 20 below for a month. It's bad here. It destroys stuff. So, okay, so like I said in here, it's pretty much perfect, you guys. It really, truly is. There's little signs of wear and tear, and like, these people took the whole broom swept finish thing too. I mean, if you open the toilet, it's like the toilets are pretty gross. Stuff like that. So you'll have a little bit of that, but it's a great house. Let's just go ahead and cruise right upstairs. So a little bit of bunching stairs, which is crazy. After 4 years, we already have that. That's usually from a lot of vacuuming, but when it's empty, it's kind of the time to have people come and re-stretch that for you.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if you noticed as we were coming up, there's a couple of ugly patch jobs. That dude just kind of went and skimmed some
Drywall or
just some mud, spackle, and then never sanded it and finished it like he did the ceiling out there. And so once it's empty, I think some of those things might be a little bit more visible. Kenzie's trying to look. She's like, I don't see him. No, it was down here. Yeah, and there's one right here. There's just little patches like that where he just didn't do a great job of it. Like literally a wet sponge, and it'll look almost perfect. So, you know, I'm not trying to point it out. I don't want to but I just want you to be aware that you'll find some.
Sure.
Oh.
So, but yeah, so other than that, again, all the outlets work. Windows are in great shape. I am missing a couple of these window screens, and so we want to ask them if they have them or not. I apparently forgot to put this back on, so we'll just go ahead. Now, I did comment about how the furnace is really dirty, right? This was probably never cleaned from when it was built. So this is paint overspray from when they were painting and the furnace was running, and it just sucked in some overspray. So you just need to have it cleaned out real good. Okay. And I mean, honestly, like as a homeowner, open this thing up once a year, vacuum it out, keep it shiny and clean. It'll just last longer for you.
Okay.
Water heater's in great shape. You do not see a lot of high efficiency water heaters. That's a 90% efficiency water heater, so that's awesome. However, you're really not going to like it when it does go bad eventually and you have to replace it because it's almost double the cost. So, and then we also have a water softener, right? This takes salt pellets, so we want to make sure that stays operational.
Yep.
Have you had a softener before? So you know, if this one is really nice. I have the same one. It's very adjustable. So if you're still slimy, just come in here and turn it down. And if you're getting dry and you need lotion, turn it up.
Beautiful. Okay.
And then this is the light switch. This is the power for the furnace.
Oh, so in the summer.
Yeah, just write furnace on it with a marker. I'm not allowed to change stuff,
Yep.
so or else I would have done that for you.
Okay.
Closets were great. Now again, obviously they still have stuff in here and whatnot, so it's minimal stuff. So you'll just want to come through and you'll do your final walkthrough, and we'll talk about that at the end with the paperwork.
Okay.
So it was 74 in here, and I turned this down to 69 not even an hour ago, and it's down to 71. 3 degrees in less than an hour is huge. Now, it's not very hot outside, but still, I think this system works great. I really do. Pocket doors are all in good shape. Good drain flow. This house hasn't been here long enough to like kind of clog up anything yet, but. And then again, these are just nice. Like I said, it's just kind of like until you look, right? And then you're like, yeah, it's pretty dirty and grody. Urine all over the seat and stuff, and you're just like, oh, which doesn't fit the motif of this woman, but whatever. It's because it's the kids'
I was
bathroom.
gonna say she's
got
Probably just stays out. Yeah, because honestly, our house is immaculate. Even our guest bathroom, like I actually clean that one because that's the one I use the most. And so I just, if I go in there and it looks dirty, I clean the whole bathroom real fast. My son's bathroom downstairs, like I would tell you not even to go near it. I just be like, don't walk down that hall. So again, in here we were missing a window screen, but pretty much perfect. Did you guys see the light switch?
Yeah.
I don't know if that'll still be here, but that's cool.
I know. That's way cool.
Way cool. Part of cleaning your furnace, right? This is your air vent. Keep that cleaned out too. That kind of thing. This is my other attic access, and this attic was perfect.
Okay.
No issues on this one. Lots of insulation. And I mean, the one in the garage, like they don't have to insulate the garage. So the builder did that just to be cool, and then our our owners just didn't add the correct insulation. So laundry is in great shape. We've got the two. I got one in here and then one in the master closet, which is also super rad. I did the same thing at my house. They're in great shape. They both just have electric hookups though. There's no gas. So if you're gas dryers, you'll have to get rid of them, unfortunately.
Got electric, so we're all right.
And then I think your switch is on that side, Ken. So, thanks, sweetie. Okay, so yeah, in here again, everything was in good shape. One of these was missing a smoke detector. Pretty easy to deal with. The rooms are just about perfect. So, very nice. I think this is the missing smoke detector room.
Yes.
And so this room seems like, I wonder if it didn't have a closet at the end of the hall and then another closet, because like this texturing and stuff doesn't match the house. This whole wall right here.
Yeah.
This door frame, like if you look at it, has been changed out and replaced. So I'm just curious as to if this was just a change by our seller or our buyer.
Okay.
Not our seller, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I meant.
Yep.
And then another missing window screen.
I got that on my list to ask how they're missing all those screens upstairs.
Okay.
Oh, and then this is not wrong. It's just a pet peeve of Brian's. They left the lights, so they flipped this door and flipped it around. That's I said everything about this. There had to be a wall and a closet here, and then that was a
And then
closet.
the door would have opened that way, and they just switched it.
Yep. Without fixing the light, which again is not wrong. It's just a pet peeve of mine.
Yeah, that'll be annoying if you're in that room.
Yep. So you do a motion light or a motion sensor, so when you open the door, it just.
Opens up. There, it turns up.
Yeah. Now that I said that, I have to find the marks that I was more. You know what I think it was? It was more this. It's like right here. He did some ugly spackle patch. That's all. Yeah. So you'll just, there's little stuff like that. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know, and again, this little closet is great. I went back there. I don't see anything in there. Obviously, there's no hanger bar or shelves or anything in here, which is not wrong. Just is.
Just is.
I'm not sure how to turn these on. Were these just a lamp? I did not find a switch for these or anything. So I'm not sure if is it behind that thing. I don't. So it's a couple. You get a couple of little things like this that you spend 10 minutes trying to figure out, and that's how you get behind during a home inspection. That's cool. As long as she didn't just walk over and turn it on, I don't really care that much. So I think those might just be decorative.
Yeah, fair enough.
So in here again, everything in here was in great shape. The fireplace does have a remote, and then it's got and normally this switch to operate the remote or the manual is underneath it, so I really like that they did it like this.
Okay.
So, oh, there's the orange cat.
Oh, yeah.
So everything in here was in great shape. The only thing we did wrong is when we added this door, we forgot to add the bottom stabilizer bracket, so that can just pop right off the track and break your toe.
Yep.
So very simple little plastic bracket to add, not a big deal. Okay. And then your water shutoffs are all back here.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yep. So main house, sprinklers the bottom, and then hose bibs.
Okay.
So, did you guys not know where that was either?
I think they listed
I think they listed it, but I didn't see it at all. When
Yeah, I was like, because that's what I came here to. I mean, you can't even tell it's there, dude.
Yeah.
So it's fine. Now we know. It's not a bad spot for it.
No.
So everything in here worked great. I heated up the oven, the range, garbage disposal. I ran the dishwasher. That's irritating. So you might have to readjust that thing so that it's
level.
That's why they latch it. Okay.
Looking at it at eyesight,
Yeah, it's crooked. Our guy, like I said, he was okay at stuff.
All right.
Yeah, he did all right. He just
Details weren't
his thing. Well, and like this, so any wide plug is not going to fit. I can't get my outlet tester in those. So, you know, it looks cool, but
well. That if we buy this, that
it's changing.
coming off.
So yeah, so this is the garage. So you could tell that we never actually redid the drywall taping and stuff, and they didn't actually add. There's only 3 outlets in this whole room. So you know when they did that, they didn't permit this. They just did it. So that's kind of whatever. That's why we got away with the insulation. There's not a smoke detector in here. A couple of those things that you guys might want to work on, or it wasn't you that did it. Nobody really polices that kind of stuff. So
Be all right.
yeah, not super worried about it. This was unlocked when I got here. I'm just going to lock it and leave it locked because I'm betting whoever came in to turn on, because all the lights were on when I got here. I don't know if that's Peyton or the neighbor. But so then obviously this is just a little sitting room, which no issues in here. This bathroom was in great shape. I did just want to point out that they had some sort of a plumbing event. See the water damage?
Yep.
So we make this exact baseboard out of vinyl now. So if you ever decide you want to replace that, go buy you a couple sticks of vinyl, cut it, paint it, put it in, caulk it, and it'll never happen again.
Okay.
It'll be a waterproof base. Did you see that, Kens?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I mean, there's a picture.
Yeah.
So is that door, the barn door, and then that, and then again back to the perfection. So in here was just great. Everything in here worked. Plenty of room. Bathroom was nice. Hot's hot, cold's cold. Great water pressure.
Good.
Yep, no issues.
Okay.
Commode room, again, I love the commode closet. I don't know why that's such a novel thing to me, but I love it. I want to be able to go in there and
She's like,
close the door. I don't know why, I just do. It's something about it, because that's, well, you know what it is because I have a bunch of kids, and like there's no privacy when you're dad. Like they just, so like I kind of like my little hidden bathroom closet because they don't know, they'll, by the time they find me, I'm done.
Yep.
Okay, so there's my electrical panel. You guys see why I struggled to find that?
Yep. Yeah. Buried behind.
So I hope I don't think I damaged. I was really careful when I pulled that out and moved it. And it's all fine. I put everything exactly how it was. I didn't spread his shirts back out, but yeah. So, and then again, electrically, it was just textbook. So.
Okay. Good.
We'll make sure to look at the flooring once
Yep.
this rug's out.
Yep. So like I said, once the house is empty, so part of your Utah real estate contract, there's what they call a provision for a final walkthrough. And that's something that Ken's will take care of setting up. It just means that once they get everything out and it's actually empty, before you close, you're going to come back through and just do a walkthrough. So just bring a little flashlight and you're just looking where you know I couldn't see stuff and make sure there's nothing weird that I couldn't find. It's a drill bit, isn't it?
Yep. It looked like a separation.
I know. I did the same thing. There's just a few weird things here that really threw me, and it took me an extra 15 minutes to get through it because of it.
You're good. Good.
So, but yeah. Okay, that's what we got, man. It's a good house.
Awesome.
It's a good house. I don't know the deck thing. I mean, again, so Kenzie's our negotiations expert, not me. So you'll have to figure out if you want bids to try to like, oh, hey, this is what's going to cost to fix that. I don't know what you're going to want to do.
Okay.
But
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
talk through some of those things.
shut these down. We can go do some paperwork. And that's what we got, man. Oh, that's a home inspection.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for letting us do it as well. Hey guys, I sure appreciate you joining me for this home inspection. I really like having someone to talk to while I do this. It's been a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoy watching me do home inspections. If there's things that you guys want to see, or if there's details I'm not giving you that you want to, man, I'd love it if you'd let me know. And if you guys feel up to it and it's something you want to do, I'd love it if you guys would subscribe and follow and maybe even like a video or two. So sure appreciate your attention. Have a great day.